Hello everyone, it is officially the first day of February, which means that January is no more. One of my many 2024 New Year's resolutions is to read 12 books, one book a month. You pick a book on the first day of the month, you read it in a month, and then you pick a different one. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know why I'm explaining what one book a month means. Anyway, January book of the month review, first month of the year. Yes, I did complete my goal for this month. Yes, I did. We're off to a good start, I think, for January 2024. I mean, maybe not the rest of the world, but my inner world is peaceful. It is. It took a little while to get here, but I'm feeling pretty peaceful. And I also absolutely loved my book of the month this month. I read The Old Ways, A Journey on Foot by Robert Macfarlane. And I have been just the most annoying person possible about this book for the past month. Literally, I think it's been brought up in at least 50% of my conversations. You know, a book is good when you keep talking about it and it sticks with you. So like, it keeps coming up in conversations. I've also been hiking a lot recently, or just like encountering other people that are also thinking about hiking, through hiking, taking long walks. And that's what this book focuses on. Robert Macfarlane is an avid walker, avid pilgrimager. So this book is following him throughout multiple walks all across the world. He is British, so majority of it takes place in England. Then we go to Scotland, we come to Spain, we go to Palestine, and we go to Tibet. And there might even be some other places that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but literally all over the world, meeting the people that he's met on these journeys, encountering the same questions and realizations and beautiful experiences that he's had along the way. He's a fantastic writer. This book, he just does a great job bringing you along with him onto the journey of walking. He's a great writer. It's beautiful. He also writes in British English, so if you're American like me, you might pick up some new words reading this book, some beautiful descriptionary words. He references a lot of other previous poets and writers who also did this long walk journey, and he completely 100% inspired me to in my future just take off walking, honestly. So this all kind of starts with English footpaths, which if you're an American or just are not familiar with what a footpath is, in England specifically, there are public pathways that pretty much connect the whole entire country. So these might run alongside or even through farmers' farm lots, but you are legally entitled to walk along them. They are labeled with signs, and I really love this because it connects villages to villages, it connects towns to towns, or it just connects like you to the countryside. And through exploring them myself, since I've been in England quite frequently recently, and reading this book, it makes me start wondering if public paths would have been preserved in America, how different would the landscape of towns and cities look? Now, America is different because it's not as old. Well, it had people there. It's just as old as Europe. But for example, English villages are super old, right? They can go back to the medieval periods and past them before that to the Celtics and also the Anglo-Saxons. So these specific paths have been walked upon for thousands of years, connecting one place to another, and it kind of cements these paths into the earth, right? If thousands of years of people continuously walking this will change the surface of the earth. And so they couldn't really get rid of them. Maybe in America they could have, but they didn't. They preserved them, they're still there, and they're still accessible. In the States, it's a different story, right? Because the villages aren't that old. And also, I don't think America really knows what a village is. Like, we have the suburbs and the cities, and that's really it. But the beauty of a village is that it's kind of secluded. And, you know, there's another one that's some far distance away, but it's that essence of being secluded. Anywho, I really did enjoy this book. I thought it was beautiful. It made me think about things, brought new lingo into my life, made me want to travel more, and it's really, really kind of inspired me to start walking. Like, these people go on like 6-7 mile walks a week, like just through whatever, or sometimes more, sometimes less. It's a great way to see the world. It's a great way to connect with the past. It's a great way to connect with nature. And I will definitely be taking things away from this book to implement into my life and into my future, which is like the best kind of like outcome you can get from reading a book. So yes, it's about 350 pages long. I did the math. It's like about 10 pages a day. I'm pretty proud of myself because I'm not necessarily a consistent reader, but I can sit down and read and then sit down and read later when I get the inspiration again. I do recommend, I don't even know where this came from. I got it from the library, but on the back, it only has the price in pounds and Canadian dollars. So like, was this bought in Canada or was this bought in England? And also, why was this in my tiny pueblo? Well, I guess I'm not in a tiny pueblo, but like in my city's library. It must have been there for me to read and other people to read. The last time it had been checked out was like a year ago. Thank you, Robert, for sharing your journeys. I'm going to meet a lot of people along the way. Maybe some ghosts, maybe some ice, but I can't wait to also walk the earth like so many before us. Honestly, were humans like not... Did we not end up everywhere we are today just by freaking fucking walking, talking, and eating? Yeah, we did. That's literally the history of humans, and that's how I intend to live my life as well. Walking, fucking, eating, and... What was the last one? Talking. I do a lot of that too. Couldn't forget that. Go read. Shut off YouTube and go read right now. I'm going to the library. It's February 1st. I have to go get my February book. Bye.